Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates. A new trailer just dropped for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and yeah, probably my favorite trailer so far. And just to remind you, the game is coming out on November 15th, and so that's only about 1.5 months from now. We're getting closer and closer to finally getting that single player experience that a lot of us have been craving for quite a while now in the Star Wars universe. And this trailer shows off a lot of cool stuff, such as setting the narrative for the actual game, some new enemies that we will encounter, and so on. So I basically wanted to just jump into it and go from start to finish and kind of analyze it with you guys. And I'm sure I will have missed something, so if you spot something that I don't bring up, let us know in the comments below, and I'll pin some interesting comments, because I'm not the most read up on lore, but hopefully I will still be able to teach you some things about the stuff that I spotted in the trailer. So let's dive straight into it. The intro of the actual trailer shows Cal Kestis' first introduction to the crew of the Stinger Mantis, which is former Jedi Seer and Grease. And you can see him just barely escaping the second sister here, thanks to the crew arriving with the Stinger Mantis and helping him on board just before the second sister gets to him. And when he gets on board, he obviously asks, "Who are you guys?" So it shows that it's the first encounter with them, and he looks really scared, that's for sure. I mean, it could potentially have been his first encounter with the second sister, so it's probably pretty early in the game and he's not fully trained, and he would probably not be a match for the second sister at that point. So it sets the tone, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's within the first hour or so of the game. But I think it looks like a very good introduction to the crew and to the characters that you will be playing along in the actual game. Seer then tries to convince Cal to work with them and that they have a common cause, and after which Cal starts searching for what looks like Jedi temples or Jedi remains. I'm not exactly sure, and it also seems like sometimes it's only the Jedi who can open it, the same as with holocrons, as we can see in this scene right here. And the second sister then narrates, says that she's searching for something precious to the Empire, so I'm not sure if this could be a holocron, some Jedi knowledge, a surviving Jedi, or anything like that. It's really hard to say. And I swear we can hear Darth Vader's breath once in this cave. I'm not sure what that could potentially mean, but I think that's Darth Vader's breath. At least it sounds like it. And then he also cleans off this Jedi Order symbol, showing that it's definitely something that has to do with the Jedi that he's searching for. But whether it's an object, a person, knowledge, or something like that, tricky to say. Holocron has been something important for the remaining Jedi to find, such as in Rebels, so we'll see if that could potentially be it. And then we'll also get to see this hologram from BD1, where he gets a message from someone who I can't quite make out who it might be. Maybe you guys have any guesses for that. And then some Purge Trooper action with some very nice combos there. The Purge Trooper is pretty tricky, I'll say. I mean, I got a chance to play a little bit over at EA Play earlier this year, and the Purge Troopers were they were fun to face off against, because they were a proper challenge, that's for sure. Although I'm sure a lot of things have changed since I had a chance to play the game. And then we get a look at the inside of the Stinger Mantis, where you can go to any planet you want for either story missions or free roam. According to a Game Informer article, there won't be any loading screens either, and while you travel to a planet, you can roam around on the ship and do what you want. And you can also customize some parts of the ship. So I think that sounds very nice, because loading screens are a waste of time basically, so I'd rather go around and roam around in the ship and see if there's maybe some stuff you can do for fun while you're waiting for the next planet to load. And then we get to see some new enemies, a huge owl, which it seems like you're first riding and then you have to battle. So I was a bit afraid that they were going to be very limited to the amount of enemies, since the Empire has what? Normal stormtroopers, scout troopers, now Purge Troopers, and potentially the Inquisitors. So the fact that they're adding some more creatures is really good to make sure that you don't just face off against the same 4 or 5 types of enemies throughout the entire game. So this owl definitely seems like something unique you will be fighting off against. And then later we also get to see this cave troll-like creature. I'm not sure if any of you guys know if this owl or cave troll are some already known creatures in the Star Wars universe. I didn't find anything about them, and it wouldn't be too unlikely if they're completely new to this game. And then we get to see a standoff with Cal and potential rebels versus Purge Troopers and the second sister, while she says that he can't save them from the Empire or the dark side. And then also something very interesting, we get to see a new Inquisitor, which is a Dowitin female Inquisitor, which I am 99% sure is the 9th sister, who has shown up in the comics and who is the correct race and everything. So I do think that confirms that we'll be seeing both the 9th sister and second sister in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm not sure if you'll be fighting both of them and or not, but it seems like the second sister is the main enemy, but the ninth sister might show up later in the game or something like that. And then the trailer kind of ends with some more fight scenes with the second sister, and it wouldn't surprise me if she's gonna be like the final boss of the game, and you might encounter her a couple of times on the way, but it's not until the end you actually have the skills to beat her, because obviously that introduction shows that she's way more powerful than him at the start at least, and that's why he needs the help to escape from Seer and Grease. But I think that's really all I've found in the trailer, and overall just real good trailer. Definitely my favorite so far. It gets me really excited for the game, and I think it's gonna add a lot of lore to the Star Wars universe, because it definitely seems that there's a lot of new characters, creatures, planets, and things like that. So yeah, I'm very excited for the game, and I'm curious, what do you guys think about the trailer? And did I miss anything? And do you have any better speculations of what everything they show in the trailer could be? And most importantly, what is Cal looking for? But yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.